Blood is thicker than water, a saying that's been foretold throughout generations after generations, reminding us that relationships and loyalties within the family are the strongest and most important ones we will ever encounter. However, though strong and important, as humans, we are not always the pictured perfect family seen in the family photos. The way a family is set up can be categorized based off of two categories: conformity and conversation. The way that looks like is that either a family is either high in conformity and low in conversation, or high in conversation and low in conformity. In other words, the way that look is that a family can either be good communicators but lack a set of rules, or they can be bad communicators but have a good set of authority and rules. Fortunately for me, I've always had a great support system at home. When I need to vent about situation, my parents always have had an open ear to it. I've never doubted my voice because my voice is always welcome, and it's the reason be because my father always consoles me when I need a shoulder to cry on. My mom is always there to offer her loving advice. Dinner time is my favorite because we are the most active, always sharing what is on the news, debating on the current controversial topics, and especially sharing what we had going on throughout our day. Although my family is very high in conversation, we are very low in conformity. In my household, chores are not enforced on us. Most of the time, it's either parent doing the chore. Since we become so independent, dependable on our parents, we can't really do a lot of the things without the aid of my mother. This can go the same thing this can be said for the same as my father. I've always depended on my father to buy me stuff, food, pay for my gas, pay for my car, do a lot of things, and that's because I have my own job. I'm wasting my money just buying clothes, and that's not a good thing to do. And that just shows a lot of the things. So because of this, you can infer that my family type is high in conversation but low in conformity. We easily identify as a pluralistic type. Observing and identifying the type of conformity and conversation form family types is important because it helps improve communication. Despite me not realizing it, I knew that our conversations have helped me become a better person because I have been able to easily collaborate and compromise with other people. Since I did not do chores, though, I was raised to be set up for failure. As harsh as that sounds, it's the truth because that's the effect of a pluralistic family. Heading to college, especially as a first-generation student, it was very hard to maneuver. During my freshman year, I had a hard time doing a lot of my enrollments, my financial aid, all because I was so reliable on my parents. But it was very hard to do it with them as well because they never went through college. By identifying the conformity and conversation type, you can help a person focus on their strengths and improve on their weaknesses. Because I was able to be alone, I was able to actually become a better individual because I became more dependent on myself. So this helps other students as well because it can help them maneuver through college. Another way we can direct this towards is through mental health. The environment an individual grows is heavily influenced based off of their actions and decisions in adulthood because they rely on their past experiences to help decide their future actions. Because I was able to identify my weaknesses by how I was raised, I was able to improve on that and grow and be more independent on myself. From this experience, you can help people identify how and which family type is the best and healthiest for future generations, so they don't have to deal with a low conversation and low conformity house. We can learn why a person is the way they are and how to be communicative without causing unnecessary tension. This theory can help us evolve communication so much that we can limit problems and create solutions. So in order for us to move ahead and grow as a tree, we need to fight the root of the problem, which is deep in the root of the evolving seed.